former of the uproarious two-person show, After Loves, Love Lives in the Afterlife. And she's our new best friend. Please welcome to the stage, Betsy!
Hello, I'm Betsy. And yes, I do work with children. So everyone's a friend of mine. I was always a really good student myself growing up. All A's all the time. Even my blood type is an A+. In fact, the lowest grade I've ever gotten in life is my bra size, which is a B-. But even that might be considered an A+ in some circles, so I'm still giving myself an unweighted 4.0 life GPA. But recently I've been trying on this edgier vibe, and what that means is that I can become a straight girl with a lesbian aesthetic. It wasn't intentional, it just sort of happened. I think maybe the first step was buying my Scion XB, the Xbox, the box car. You know, it's a car made entirely of corners, you know the one. Some people call it the hipster hat car, or the brave little toaster on wheels. Some people think of it as a lesbian mobile. I think that it may have been a gateway vehicle. Not a getaway vehicle. I'm not trying to escape sexual advances. I'm just trying to confuse people about who I want to receive them from. And then there was the haircut, obviously. Everybody has to find their look. For Emma Stone, it was red hair. For your grandmother, it was polyester. For me, it is this asymmetrical haircut. It just works for me. It brings out my eyes. It elicits compliments from strangers at Trader Joe's. It works for me. I found my look. I just happen to share this look almost exclusively with black women and lesbians. And then there are the clothes. I don't know what to tell you. It's just what I'm drawn to right now. But a really good day for me now is when I check in with myself in the mirror in the morning and I think, yeah, Ellen's stylists would approve. But I do like men, despite appearances, and I'm trying to find mine. Not in the right place, guys. Gotta find some new venues. One of the problems is that I tend to like creative men. Well, you guys already get it. You get it. You understand it. And they tend to like themselves. Sorry, guys, it's true. I mean, I love you, but so do you. I've also had the thought recently that I'm only interested in sleeping with men who work out. But I don't work out, so that doesn't really seem fair. That seems like a very hypocritical double standard. But then I think about all the double standards that women have been subjected to throughout history, right? And I'm like, you know what, maybe it's all right. Maybe it's equal opportunity double standarding. But in that case, if it's a two-way double standard street, does that make it a four-way street or a quadruple standard? I don't know. The point is, I've been hitting the OkCupid pretty hard, but I don't think that I'm doing it right. Yeah, there are a few things that I do not have down. For starters, I have standards. I've been told that's not appropriate for a free dating website like OkCupid. I don't think it's unreasonable. But apparently I'm not doing it right. I'm not asking for epistles as a first message. I'm just asking for some sort of human connection. Decency, hello. And then you introduce yourself and you bring up a point of connection or what it is about my profile that inspired you to write, and then you sign off. Right? It's not like I'm trying to be Jane Austen in 2017. I just want human connection. And instead I get a lot of one-word messages along the lines of, hey, or hi. Wow. If that's the amount of effort you're going to put into a message, I can't help but assume that's the amount of effort you're going to bring to a relationship, and I'm not up for it. Again, I'm doing it wrong. Standards too high. Then I also got a string of messages for a while that were all along the lines of gorgeous, stunning, beautiful, and I should be grateful. Those are very generous messages, let's be honest. But I don't feel grateful, I just feel judged. This isn't hot or not. This isn't okay beauty pageant. This is OkCupid, people. people. Put some Cupid in your messages. Maybe? I mean, I'm not leading with my face. Yes, I have carefully selected all of my profile pictures to reflect me in the most flattering light possible, but it's not what I'm leading with, guys. I have an unweighted 4.0 life GPA, and that is reflected in my profile, which is sprinkled throughout with clever and witty gems like gluten and asshole intolerant. This is not what I'm leading with. This is like an accessory to what I'm leading with. I just want to be acknowledged for what I'm leading with. And then, I wonder how they would feel if I responded in kind, you know, like, nebbish. Overreaching. Dad bod. How does that make you feel? It probably makes you feel seen and understood, which is exactly what you want. So that's what I'm not doing right. I also tend to make Facebook friends with everyone I go out with for any period of time. You know, because everyone's my friend. I get invested in their stories. I want to see how their lives play out. I don't have money for a People subscription right now. I just want to see the trajectory. Like, I can anticipate a few things now. Some of them may take 5 years to play out. I want to see if my predictions are true. But I don't think you're supposed to do that. And then, I gave a note at the end of a date recently. I don't think you're supposed to do that. I think that's frowned upon. It had been a pleasant 2 hours. He had been interesting and engaging, and he expressed an interest in seeing me again, and I agreed, but I had a condition. I thought we'd reach the note-giving portion of the evening. So I put my hand on his shoulder and I said, yes. But I'm gonna wanna do more talking next time. And even though he said, oh my God, I know, like I knew that it was happening as it was happening, I just get so excited, and I was like, I know, but I get excited too, and I wanna say things. And even though, in the middle of the date, he'd been like, oh God, I'm talking too much, I should give you a chance. Even though all that happened, he texted me the next day to say that he couldn't see me again because he had been blindsided by the way our date ended. Blindsided, absolutely fucking blindsided by the very observation he himself had made twice during the events of the dinner. I guess you can like constructive criticism. But I do! I'm an educator. I always want everyone to be just a little bit better than they currently are, myself and my OkCupid profile included. So like at the end of any amount of time I spend with any man, I go back to my OkCupid profile, I try to figure out what the takeaways are, good or bad, and I go back and I edit so that I can get closer to what it is that I'm trying to find. So after this one, you know, I had to go back and say, under the like, you should message me if portion, you should message me if you can listen as well as you talk. If you're willing to accept my Facebook friendship request at the end of our time together, and if you can compose a note that is more than 1 word long. So that joins the other part of my profile that's already been edited based on previous experiences to say, please don't contact me if you've recently impregnated an Icelandic woman, if you're a Scientologist, or if you think an ideal first date is forcing me to ride a razor scooter around the city of Vancouver, Canada for more than 5 hours at a time. You know, because I want those experiences to have been for something. And I absolutely want to edit my way to a motherfucking A+ on my OkCupid profile. Because I still have a chance at life valedictorian, y'all. And I am not throwing away my shot. Thank you guys so much for warming me up with me.
God, we have to turn this thing on.
Are we going to get official?
I mean, we're getting so official.
60
Here,
people!
we're gonna put this here.
Yeah, real official.
You know, it's because it's just the thing to do.
Post on Instagram?
And it's already happening.
Okay.
Oh, Betsy.
Oh, thank
Betsy.
Thank
Betsy.
Thank
Betsy.
Do I have to do anything else before I leave the stage? Right?
I mean, you could do like a shuffle hop skip, then we'll be good. I love that you brought up Scientology because I currently have a friend who's having sex with a Scientologist. And I said to him, and yes, he loving it, but I can't name names, and I won't. because he's here in the audience.